Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders Country Western workout video.
Warning: the scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
Today, it's the most loving day of all. It's Valentine's Day. So we're going to do something called the tongue-touching tonguement.
It's the tongue-touching tonguement, soul-kissing monument, an oral cavity document, the tongue-touching tonguement, the pioneers within the nations, tasting your buds, taste buds. It's the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You've got it licked, you studs. Yes, the tongue-touching tonguement, French kissing championship. It's Joe's proudest accomplishment. The tongue-touching tonguement.
We're all going to present a video that involves kissing, like Frenching or just regular, like open mouth. And then we're going to go tongue to tongue to determine whose video is the best. It's called How to Seduce Your Lover Forever. I retooled it a little bit.
Study its shape and the markings on its skin. Second, put the strawberry in your mouth, licking it, rubbing your mouth and chin with it.
The Hanna-Barbera comps. It's called The Art of Kissing, How to French Kiss.
French kiss is when you're kissing someone and you use your tongue.
To me, a French kiss is one of the best ways to get to know
Revolting.
somebody.
Let's see, I have misunderstood the assignment. I heard tongue touching, and immediately I thought of a medical film. So this is the assessment of lingual tactile sensation and perception.
What is going on here? This might win it. What? Where'd you find this?
It's my personal stash.
Halloween costume. This is somebody's Halloween costume.
What is going on? It's the greatest video of all time. This is going to be the winner right here. So the year was 1997. The man, Nick Pruer. The idea...
The whole point of this was to be able to show this video.
Here he goes. He's going in for it. Oh.
This isn't my edit. This is not how the film was.
Oh, poor Angela. Look at that. And then you wanted to kiss her on the bridge, too.
Yes, it was making me... I'm not going to defend it. I'll just say there it is for the 1,000th time.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, scientists saw a killer comet on his way. He found instructions for its destruction. Over a second and VHS tape. But then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe was such a great corner of his drone. For a cassette band is all we own. But in the meantime, play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda.
Well, hello,
Melinda.
Here we are. It's VCR party time. We're extra
Welcome.
warbly. We're extra warbly tonight. I'm Joe. There's Nick. There's
Hello.
Steve. We watch VHS tapes. We have over 14,000 of them. And yeah, Bob from Hull put together that remix, the PAL remix with extra warble in it. And I love it. I think maybe we should switch over forever.
It's pretty great. Yeah, that's what happened when we were trying to play Women and Waiters that was recorded in PAL on a American VCR.
It just makes songs better.
And it makes songs better, yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right, we're sticking with it.
All right, fun-filled, great hour.
Oh yeah.
We have guests. I have two new clips that I'm stoked to watch. Steve, you got some stuff, and
February is continuing.
February is
unabated.
here. Yep.
Yep.
We're still recovering from Nick's birthday, but we have a very special guest joining us today. He was on episode 2 of VCR Party, and I believe episode 1 of Quarantine Classics. He's a OG veteran of the Found Footage Festival.
He's our ringer.
Yeah, and that man is Skip Elsimer. AV Geeks Skip.
Hey,
There
Skip.
he is. There he is. All right.
Hey, and I should say that I am the person who owns assessment of lingual tactile sensation and perception on film.
That's a big reason I cut that together tonight, is because I
Yeah.
knew that was your video. And George won the tongue-touching tongue.
Of course he did, because it was the greatest video ever, as you said.
Metal prongs going on tongues. I mean, yeah.
When you found that one, were you just like, was it one of those days where you're just like, oh, finally? Something.
Oh, it was amazing. But the thing is, like, what I've put online is much shortened version, where basically it's this guy lecturing for a while, and you're just like, what is it? This is horrible. And I almost turned it off, but then I kept it on, and then that woman with the mask, and I was like, oh
the
my
mask
God.
is where it really. Yeah.
And then to see your Melinda is like 2 different Melindas doing it as a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So
We
brilliant.
have wonderful Melindas. The
Well,
best Melindas of all.
For new people to the show, AV Geeks is basically one of the world's largest repositories of 16 millimeter, 8 millimeter educational films, government films, and everything in between. Correct?
That is correct.
And you do live shows as well, and
yep. And I do a daily streaming show.
and a daily. I can't imagine that. We do a weekly show, and I have trouble getting out of bed for it. But every day.
We just did our 1294th episode today. So every weekday we do it.
Oh, you must be like a seasoned pro. You're like a DJ, right? You're like behind, and you're just like
a very poor DJ. I mean, as some of the people that are in your comments, they see my streaming show, and they know all sorts of the crazy technical stuff where I forget to turn off a microphone, I forget to turn on a microphone. Yes, all that stuff.
Good stuff. Everybody tune in every day, every goddamn day. I don't know how you do it. Hey, I want to show off some new tapes. We were on the road in Tucson a couple weeks ago, and I think we got this in Tucson, right, Nick? We got a 3-banger here.
I think so.
We got a 3-banger of creation. It explains it all. I don't know what that is. Is that a spaceship?
The Earth's core.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's a 3-banger. This guy knows all about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so it's a 3-banger. So it's rare to find the 3-bangers like that.
Yeah.
Also, got
you can stop saying 3-banger anytime now.
Well, Nick, I was just about to say 4-banger. We have a 4-banger here too.
And, we have these tapes individually, but I don't think we've ever gotten the 4-pack.
We have a bunch of them, but I don't know if we have. I was looking at them. I don't think we have this one here. I don't know if I've seen this one on the shelf with this guy.
No, that doesn't look familiar.
No,
I don't think we
I
have
think that's
volume
a new
4.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was fun. Thanks to whoever gave us that. Nick, you got anything?
Yeah, I have see there are also donations from the road. We've got holiday fun. This is February holiday stories, so got about 12, 13 days to watch this before the end of the month. This one still sealed, the bouncing ball sing along. That looks good.
Still in the shrink, huh?
Mm-hmm. Still in the shrink. Sealed. Yeah. Cool. Also sealed, Barnyard Buddies from the creators of Cuddly Kittens.
Oh, apostrophe S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's from the Nature series. And then this is a movie that we would never show, but it's Alice, Sweet Alice with this. This is the Brooke Shields horror movie, but like that font, and then just the drawing looks like from like one of those like I don't know, like those teen books that you find at Goodwill, you know, or like somebody said, "Hey, my daughter's a good drawer. Can she do the VHS cover?"
Put Brooke Shields really close up. I want to see. Yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, I like it.
also sealed. So yeah, some.
Are you sure that's not Rosie O'Donnell?
It might be. Yeah.
It did kind of look rosy. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for the donations and the finds from the road.
Let's get into a Found Footage Festival classic, shall we?
Okay. Yeah.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Why did they put the mask on her for the tongue thing, Skip? Because we didn't.
So she wouldn't see him where he's putting the prongs.
Oh, okay.
Or
You would identify the lingual sensations based on
just
touch
her tongue.
alone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No further questions.
Okay.
Yesterday, everybody's celebrating. Should be a national holiday. Was Price Master Day, and this is our former intern Rick Perry and his friends, including his friend Nova and some other folks and roommates, decided to have a garage sale while in college in Denton, Texas, and it was February 10th, 2001. And instead of just writing price tags on, they had somebody dressed as a mysterious character called the Price Master who would dance to somebody playing the Saw music that they put in reverse, and then he would talk into a microphone and cavort around and give prices.
Yeah.
That was it. And they recorded it.
That's what a Price Master does.
Yeah.
They give prices. Yeah.
They recorded it on mini DV, and then Rick, I remember giving us a DVD back like 20 years ago when he was our intern, and since then it's just become legendary. So here's a little taste of what happened 24 years ago and 1 day ago. Price Master.
Unsuspecting victims. They think they're going to a garage sale. Suckers.
They're just looking to get some baby clothes for cheap.
Take a check. I'll give you $17.95. $17.95 for the main TV. We'll take a check for $17,000. Price Master, how much for the bronze crucifix?
That's not too bad. A bronze crucifix.
Oh, these are wonderful. The signs themselves are worth it.
You can tell the camera person is kind of hiding.
Yeah.
Ah, they're hilarious.
I like that Rick plays it straight.
Yep.
$1,000.
He's just the arbiter. He's the go-between.
He waves to the Price Master like, thank you.
You're not selling any of this stuff, right? Oh, you. This stuff is not for sale. This is a joke.
I like that they put it in slow motion.
Not at the prices you're wanting.
But Denton's a cool town. I don't think anybody was. They're just kind of like, okay.
Just the small details too, like the pants flaring out like that.
Yeah. I remember Rick telling us how they did that, or that they found that they found him at a thrift store and they billowed him out. Anyway, the full video is about 34 minutes long, and for our Patreon, if you are a subscriber at $10 and up, this Friday, normally we do it on Thursday, our bonus episode, EP mode, we're going to do it on Friday live with Rick and Nova, who shot that and who you saw being the go-between. And we're going to get to dive deep because they've got a ton of stories about it. And
we can do a live Q&A too.
We can take questions from patrons. So sign up, join us for that. It is going to be historic. And here's my idea. I'm going to pitch this to Rick and Nova on Friday, is that for the 25th anniversary next February, we do a show in Denton where we have a screening, like we go to the site of it and we do some kind of screening or anniversary event. I know they're trying to fund a mural of Price Master in Denton. So let's do it for the 25th. We'll make it a big commemorative event.
Well, you do a yard sale, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You have the yard sale.
Well,
and
that's
you have
part
the
of it.
screening.
Yeah, but then a screening, and then you
do the screening and like have stuff for sale that nobody's going to buy.
Yeah, we'll do a show at night, but during the day it's garage sale with outrageously priced items.
Skip, have you seen Price Master before?
Oh yes,
You're
yeah. You
familiar?
guys show it have shown it many times, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah,
Good.
Yep. And now we're going to find all the all the stories behind it this Friday. So
Yep.
stay
Excited
tuned for that.
Yep.
That's what I'm a Patreon member. I don't know about you guys, but that's
Are you?
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy. You don't have to do that
Because I could see this stuff.
Thanks, Skip.
And you gave us a Clown Thanksgiving painting, even though we didn't earn it. So what a generous.
We earned it. We dressed up as the clown pilgrims for it. We earned that. Yes. Nick, it looks like you got a new corner cooking, huh?
Yeah, I don't have an intro for it because it's so new, but I frequently, especially we were just in Los Angeles, and I went to a couple shops, and you find those screener cassettes, and our friend owned a video store, or his mom did when we were growing up, so they just had racks and racks of screeners for video store owners, where the tapes, here's one that I'm going to show today, it's just Cop and a Half. And it's a full-length screening cassette, includes promotional trailer. We got a bunch of these. There's that one for Adventures in Babysitting where I talked about the sweepstakes, and then it would give you pure family entertainment. And it's trying to sell you on ordering copies of Cop and a Half. So don't cop out. Order the Cop and a Half pre-pack.
And sometimes they throw in stuff too, like you can get a watch or you can get
Yeah. We have that one for Body Beat, I think it's called, where it's like you get a sport watch for it.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of these. I'm collecting them all, and I'm going to do a new segment called This Week in Screeners, jingle and intro to come. But here's Cop and a Half.
We're going to watch the whole movie.
Yep, this is the whole movie. This is the whole screener, and it says, oh God, do I not have Cop and a Half on here?
What are we?
I don't
What
think
are you?
What
are you?
What
What
it in
are
after
we?
all. Here it is. I don't think I put it in after all that. Here we go. Cop and a Half.
Imagine Films, producers of the hits Kindergarten Cop, Backdraft, and Parenthood. Cop and a Half debuted as the #1 box office movie in the country and went on to gross over $30 million.
You must be very proud.
Get in the car. To support the film, a Cop and a Half trailer appears on all rental copies of MCA Universal's popular video release, Mr. Baseball, creating awareness and anticipation of this hot new family title.
So all the people who rented Mr. Baseball, they'd get awareness of Cop and a Half coming out.
It seems like the same audience.
Mm-hmm. What is the word for that editing style? Can we coin it? Can we where it's
responsive editing?
Where they try to have the response out of context.
Yeah.
We always say it was like, Seinfeld at 4 and 6, and then it'd be like Kramer going, "You better believe it," where it's responding to what the narrator's saying, even though they weren't in real life. Maybe responsive editing. I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Responsive edit.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
To create even higher awareness, MCA Universal Home Video's POP kit will include a unique Cop and a Half floor standee. And that's not all.
Can I please get your attention?
MCA Universal has a pre-pack offer for you that's hard to resist.
I'd like to cut a deal.
Purchase 7 units and receive 1 adult and 1 child's Cop and a Half t-shirt, plus a brightly colored durable nylon Cop and a Half backpack.
What are a couple of adjectives they used about that backpack? Anybody?
Durable?
Yep, durable. Anyone else?
I feel like stylish was there, but
close. Brightly colored.
Right.
Backpack with a detachable lunch pack. Total estimated retail value of the pre-pack items is $65.
That's bonus information.
So get ready for the perfect family holiday season rental. Burt Reynolds.
You can't have any fun with a kid. You take a kid to a bar, he has 1 drink, he falls off the stool. What?
And newcomer Norman D. Golden II.
I'm your worst nightmare. An 8-year-old with a bag.
Norman D. Golden
in the feel-good comedy of the year.
Gotta see.
Cop and a Half. Coming on video cassette and Laserdisc from MCA Universal Home Video this October.
Directed by Henry Winkler, by the way.
Was it really?
Yeah, I didn't realize that until doing some research. But yeah, don't cop out, everybody. Order the pre-pack. 7 copies, you get that adult and kid-size shirt for Cop and a Half.
There's a warehouse somewhere out there in the way back of the warehouse that has a box full of those Cop and a Half t-shirts.
I know.
That there's like a stack of boxes somewhere in Toledo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found an Adventures in Babysitting video store promo backpack once. That was about my best find. But,
did it have a detachable lunch?
No, and it wasn't even brightly colored. So Cop and a Half, you won this round. But yeah, so I'll come up with a graphic next week. But just it was a last minute idea. So new, I didn't even have the clip in our program. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we got another corner with a graphic. Unlike Nick, it's called. Okay, so Skip, I don't know if you know about this or not, and I think Nick was the one who originally told me this. It's a fun fact, trivia fact. The Eskimo people have over 88 words for the word blooper. Blunder,
Not an
folly,
acceptable term.
fumbles. There are over 88 different words for bloopers. And that's what this segment is all about. I'm going to show you a blooper video. We have tons of them. And you have to determine just on what you see if the title of this video is Pro Football Fumbles, Pro Football Follies, or Pro Football Funnies. We just had the Super Bowl the other day. I thought it would be a timely tie-in. So I'm going to show you two parts of it to help you determine which one it is. Two very different parts. So
would this be something that if you ordered like a year of Sports Illustrated, you'd get like one of these tapes?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but I should say too, yes, absolutely, but not this one, because this one is like they're not even using pro teams; they're using weird teams that I've never even heard of, and nobody's in the stands for these games. It's like the Wranglers are playing. It also
Rough Riders.
Scimitar put this out too, and I was hoping that they would have the same voiceover guy as that basketball one they had. It's not the same guy, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Football bloopers. Tell me which one. Now that's blooper music, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, now this is not blooper music. I don't know why they chose this song, but listen. And look at it, just an incomplete pass. It's a bad snap. It's not really out.
It happens in a lot of games.
It's like a Toto song.
Don't insult Toto that way. Come on.
It's a fumble recovery. All right, so which one, based on what you saw there, Skip, Pro Football Fumble, Folly, or Funny?
I didn't say anything funny. Follies. I mean, I saw fumbles. I'm going to go with fumbles. I mean,
okay.
You know,
Nick, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I got to go with fumbles because that's the most literal on this one. Yeah.
Now, our resident expert, sports nut himself, Steve.
I've been fooled before with the fumbles, boys. I'm pretty sure this is Follies. 90%.
Interesting.
All right.
Pretty sure it's Follies. All right.
Everybody in the comments are definitely saying fumbles. So.
Okay, here we go. Here's what are we?
The intro to Not Landing now.
Funnies.
Oh.
Yep,
Wow.
it's Pro Football Funnies. Yes,
Wow.
here it is. This
Never
is
would have guessed it.
This is the tape with generic teams.
I want to
it's
see the
Wranglers.
paperwork on those being pro football teams because were they actually paid? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's like fumbles and incomplete passes.
And they call this the Sports Bloops series. Is that what it said
is
on
that
the
what it
case?
was?
Oh, yeah,
Is that
part of
what-
the bloops. Yep.
Sport
bloops.
Do we make a T-shirt that's hard to explain to that?
Yeah.
It's trademarked, so we've got to be careful.
Shoot.
I think
Okay.
it'd be good cereal.
Sport bloops. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Yeah.
eat that.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, it's time for that was Scimitar and I guess bloopers, but it's time for some flying windows now. Okay, before I get into anything else, this is also our first Baberuary clip, so Steve, roll the intro for that, please.
What are we? Ha cha cha.
As you know, we celebrate Hunktober, so the FCC regulates. They require us to do Babe Ruary, where we highlight all our Babe videos. Today is one from the very early video company from 1983. A lot of I think this was what Jane Fonda's workout was on as well. Carl Video.
Carl.
It's Thighs and Whispers. This is a live recorded lingerie show that attempted to have a little bit of a plot. Looks like this came from Bob Hedges, maybe. I don't know.
It seems like something. It seems like his wheelhouse.
It kind of seems like a Johnny Carson Karnak bit where he'd go Thighs and Whispers, and then
Okay. Yeah.
2 things on the menu at a KFC. I don't know what that joke would be, but this is a Babe clip, but there are some flying windows in it. So here we go. I had to do some blurring.
I would have gone with apostrophes on the S's.
I know.
I don't ever go out with a man who wears black panties.
Leather. Tie him up.
Hurt me, chick.
It looked like that window was coming out of an anus.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, look at it.
Oh yeah, she pooped that out.
She shat out a flying window. We've never seen it
while wearing a teddy.
We've never seen shat out flying windows before.
No.
Leather. Tie him up.
Hurt me gently. Be tender, but brittle.
Mayonnaise? I've never had mayonnaise. No.
You know what he does?
Oh, my girlfriend likes
Say where that
pineapple
one
rings.
came out of.
On the beach, the waves coming over the body, on top of me, the whole shot. That's none of your business.
Come on.
Lingerie?
Yeah, every week a whole show with music and stuff.
Okay, but don't a bunch of horny guys go to shows like that?
Sure, Harry. Hurry up.
His wife's convinced him to go to the lingerie show.
I don't get the premise. Is this more sketch or more like a movie?
No, it's an actual live
What's the
show
hurry,
where
Martha?
they show off different kinds of lingerie and talk about it. But
I
they
didn't realize the jewelry store had a private club.
oh, not that type. It's like the Star Wars Cantina band here.
You're exactly right.
Max Rebo is in the background somewhere.
Nice place.
Harry, you just bumped into that girl. Watch where you're going.
More flying and flipping windows. And then it's mostly this. But the soundtrack,
Funky
no
as hell.
denying. Yeah.
Little bikini underwear with fancy lace bras or garter belts.
All that guy flew in and said was yes.
Pleated chiffon cup bra with mini bikini.
Valentine's Day, so
Black lace, it's just so elegant, so expressive, so, key.
okay, Thursday, days of the week lingerie. I mean, it's just kind of underwear, I guess, not really lingerie. There's Friday, Saturday. It's kind of fun.
Red satin corset with matching panties.
4 guys watching a 1983 lingerie.
Just kind of quietly watching it.
But anyway, it's Valentine's Day. It's all about chocolate
Babe-
and lingerie, and so
what February is all about.
It is Thighs and Whispers from our friends at Carl Video.
So this is the type of video that a family video store would have, where
Right.
they
Yeah.
wouldn't have a porn section, but they would have an adult section.
Something
and
for
so-
dad.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at this.
Do you ever come across smut in your world? Skip?
Oh man, all the time.
You really?
Yeah, not even like actively looking for it. It just shows up. Like people are like, "Hey, I got this box of stuff on the streets of Manhattan. You want them?" And I'm like, "Wow, this is all porn."
16mm porn. Huh? It's still showing
yeah.
up.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Huh.
Because that's
Why
what
do you think you got into that business? I mean, come on.
And I also have something that's called academic porn. It's made for human sexuality classes, and it's people having sex, but it's I don't know. It's not. The soundtrack is not as good.
Does it show it going in?
Yeah.
Really? And they just talk about it like
We have a whole shelf of that from the Sinclair Institute.
Yeah,
You know? It's
yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do we
Behind the paywall.
graphs?
Yeah, let's get into the main segment. It's show us your raviolis.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
I'm stoked for my ravs.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for
All
my
right, let's
ravs.
end with yours then. I'll start us off here with
Okay.
a video that it's a little bit different. It's a short film that's somewhat pornographic, but not really. But I pulled this off the shelf because when David Lynch died, this is what made me think of it. It's Twin Cheeks. This is a short gay interest film, Who Killed the Homecoming King? And it is ambitious. It's a little bit artsy. There's nudity and sexual situations in it. Joe, it does not show it going in. But
That's going to be my next question.
no, but they clearly were, it was a love letter to Twin Peaks, and it's sometimes funny, but always weird. It's a little bit of Twin Cheeks.
You had to drag me here, didn't you? Yes, I did. You knew it. You know it. You need it. You need it.
I found out that my brother was
Cheeks
somehow
in
involved
question.
with 2 pieces of human shit. The wife's name was Mangina.
Troll
She
dolls
could not
are
reconcile
a
this
recurring theme.
and decided life was easier if you only loved wood.
Left me in an empty bed. Why do you have to be dead? The boys are marching home.
This is all American.
And that's beautiful.
The mosquito by the butt cheeks always just bothers me.
That bothered me. Yeah.
I would not want to have been that guy.
Who was that for? Was that where was it
like,
found?
It
or
played
who-
film festivals. So it was just it was a short film that was released on VHS, and it's about 30 minutes long. And there's some other shorts at the beginning before the main feature, Twin Cheeks.
I feel like
But-
it's one of those that they put all the money into the VHS cover, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
like
good cover. Yeah.
yeah.
But I could see this playing film festivals in the 90s. It's weird, experimental, and So I applaud the effort. I didn't quite get it. I didn't quite get the statement, but it's fascinating. So that's Twin Cheeks.
All right, I'm gonna play. Oh, which one do I want to play first? What do I want to end on? I think I want to end on. Okay, so we got an email last week after our show at Lodge Room in Los Angeles. A guy named Joseph was there, and he emailed and he said, after watching your show, I just remembered that when I was a casting editor on Bridezillas in 2009. He was like what we would do. Like if there was like when we were on that rattlesnake show, I would always take any part where they were spitting or coughing or burping, and I put it into a montage. Steve, did you work on Bridezillas?
I did. Fun fact: I was a producer
you?
on.
Yeah. Did you really?
Bridezillas. Oh yeah.
Oh, so you probably know about this. So he told me he wrote and he said he goes, the way they did casting back then was to mail a DV camera to people who applied to be on the show and then call them on the phone and do the interview while they recorded themselves. Does that sound right, Steve?
So I'd get hired after they were already cast, and they'd send me to
Okay.
a city. I'd be there for 10 days, film nonstop, and then yeah.
Okay. So he said after they did that, they would mail the camera back and the tape. And then he goes, as I was editing the tapes they submitted, I started pulling aside random bits that made me laugh. Once I wrapped up the job, I totally forgot about it, and the show at the Lodge Room reminded me. So we have it now. It's like 9 minutes long. I've been emailing back and forth with him. I'm not going to play all 9 minutes. I'm just playing like 2 minutes. But I was thinking we should have him on for an EP because it'd be fun to hear the stories of some of the stuff that he watch. But
It
excuse
was
me.
good to meet another person who worked in television and had no scruples at all.
Yeah, exactly. So
like us.
And he said too that most of the people in here, he doesn't think any of them got on the show.
I'm wondering if I'm going to have worked with any of them, but I'll
All
let
right.
you know if I
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, here it is, the Bridezilla casting tapes.
Line. I was doing undercover police agency work. I was originally in Florida. He met me on a dating website. I wasn't supposed to get connected with him, but I did.
He was cute. I liked the sideburns. I liked how much of an asshole he was.
We call each other like assholes. And my favorite is mother lover crumb snatcher. I really want to say your mother grabbing booty snatching mother, but I just call him a mother lover crumb snatcher.
He talked like an ape. Like, I seriously think he has like a second grade education. You'll have to excuse him. But I would always hint to him.
Great, get married.
I think they're really drunk for this one.
Okay.
I wanted to be engaged to begin with, but I would, in the past, it was, she's 8 months pregnant now, so when we got in a fight with her 2 days ago, we were doing our best to be mature.
My children piss me off to the highest level of pistivity, if there is such a word.
She's a freaking tornado. Just take a dildo and she'll strap it to your ass one way or the other.
What? I have said that
I'm
I
with
will
Angel
drive
on
my car
that.
What's that?
I said I'm with Angel. Why would your dad say that?
I know, exactly. All right.
I have said that I will drive my car in a ditch and kill myself when I get really mad because I don't know how to handle things.
Maturity is there and it's fun. She teaches me, I teaches her.
She teaches me, I teaches her. This is another good one. This is another good flub here.
Week before the wedding, I think I'm going to see the most insane Sean I've ever known. It's going to blow up so much that I'm going to be the guy that keeps her either sanitized or... It's just... I swear... Sanitized doesn't work.
I'm going to keep her sanitized.
Sanitized.
She's
So-
insane, but I'm going to
Insane.
keep her sanitized.
Okay, yeah.
She whines, screams, tantric, with no temper. Not like a big.
I think I'm about to say temper tantrum.
Yeah.
When he
Oh,
said
I was wondering what
tantric, he said tantric, and then he said temper tantric. I watched it like 5 times.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
how
decipher
understood it.
that on the
Yeah.
first.
Screams, tantric, with no temper. Not like a big little temper tantrum.
This one you need to listen closely to, too.
Okay.
This is another flub.
All right, I got my ears on.
Not like a big little temper tantrum, but a little temper tantrum.
Tender tantrum.
Tender tantrum.
Tender tantrum.
Why is that such a tough word to say?
There's one whole part in it. I didn't include it because you couldn't really hear it, but you have to really listen for it, where people would fart on the camera, and they
Oh,
didn't.
he said that in his email, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So many
He's
people
like,
farted.
yeah, and you can kind of hear it.
Yeah.
Include it, but let's watch it for an EP. We'll have
Okay.
I'll boost the farts so that we can hear all the farts.
Yeah,
So-
maybe Steve, you can give us your Bridezilla's memories.
Would love to.
For
Some
that,
of
yeah.
them are rushing back now.
Pissativity.
Pistivity.
Pistivity is good.
Pistivity.
That's a
My
good
kids
one.
piss me off
Pistivity.
at the highest level of pistivity.
Pistivity.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, it is Baberwary, and I know, Skip, you have a lot of how-to videos, instructional films. It's your bread and butter. Bought your first boat. But you don't have a boat, do you, Skip?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Nick and I both do.
We
Oh,
do,
that's great.
yeah. Because of videos like this is a how-to video called "How to Fill a Wild Wet T-Shirt."
You're just really on fire tonight.
Well, it's
with, the
Baberwary.
sexuality.
These have been building up for months. These Baberwary clips. So just when you thought it was safe to go back to Fort Lauderdale, like Jaws tagline, yeah. So it's how to fill. I guess the T-shirt is wild and wet. Is that what those verbs are modifying?
You're the sexual man. I defer to you. You tell us.
I don't know.
You're the resident expert.
Yeah, but anyway, this is a documentary that tells you how to fill a wild wet T-shirt. It goes behind the scenes at a wet T-shirt contest in Fort Lauderdale. I just enjoy a competition.
This is an educational study program to properly prepare you for the many spring breaks to come. It features the greatest spring break tradition, the wet t-shirt contest. Take notes, you may get a pop.
They still have those?
I can't imagine.
One of the craziest times I've ever been with. You know,
What'd you think about that, Flub? One of the craziest times I've ever been with.
Yeah. Make note of it.
Yeah, here's more
Make
drunk
note.
people.
one of the craziest times I've ever been with. You know, I was born to come here, and I'm here. That's all I can say, you know.
The place to be is a candy store. First place we hit.
The tits here are awesome.
Makeup and innovative t-shirt stylings are essential for that fresh contestant look. The twisted t-shirt design has been a style used by some of the top t-shirt contestants. The tighter fit accents cleavage, which is very effective when wet. But don't be afraid to be different. Originality is a big attention getter.
It's quiz time.
Okay, I hope you're paying attention.
According to the contestants, is breast size important to winning a wet t-shirt contest?
For me, boob size does not matter.
The correct answer is no, it's not important.
If you had some tips for the contestants, what would it be? To stay calm, a lot of pressure out there. I tell them to bear as much as they can and to not reveal themselves too much, but still let enough for the guys to see what they've got.
Let enough of the guys to see what they got.
Those chips are awesome.
Take it from these drunk guys.
He's at the highest level of festivity right now.
It's a little bit like Bobby Brady. Yeah, he says, don't show too much, but show enough of the guys to,
I tell them to bear as much as they can and to not reveal themselves too much, but still let enough for the guys to see what they've got. Go out there and be classy. Stay away from artificial tits and let's have the big ones in. Stay in school and learn nursing and try to do good for their fellow man.
Finally, a voice of reason. Stay in school and learn nursing. But he's still at the wet t-shirt contest.
Who provided the food services for that? I missed that at the end.
Well, let's watch it again. No.
Old Florida Seafood
Old Florida Seafood House. Have some shrimp while you're at the wet t-shirt contest.
What's the adjective you want in your seafood house?
I just want to make sure if we're going to give you this food, we want to be credited at the end of the video.
We want our name at the end of this video forever.
Yeah. So a real meeting of the minds there in Fort Lauderdale at the how to fill a wild wet t-shirt. Babe Rory will continue unabated next week unless somebody stops us.
Is it okay, Nick, if I play a non-sexual clip? Are you fine with that, or are you? I mean, I could swap. I'm really excited about this next clip, but I can swap it out.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody is familiar with John Daker, right? Skip, you remember John Daker?
I have no idea.
Okay, it was one of the very first internet videos that went hugely popular. I think it came out in 2005. I think it was an E-Bombs World video.
Okay.
And I started doing the show with Scott Miller of Strange Tapes at Music Box each month. We have another one tomorrow. There's like 5 tickets left if people want to see it in Chicago. But last time we were there, we were playing public access, and this guy came up to me and said, I have Peoria, Illinois public access. He had 4 hours of it, and he sent it to me. And I watched 2 hours of it today. While I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is from the original John Daker tape. Like, this is the actual, like, the copies that we had were like copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. This is straight from the source, recorded off of TV.
I don't think anybody's seen it beyond what embedded videos were in 2004 in the internet, which is like, tiny little videos you had to blow up really big. So I'm excited to
Well, the only copy I had of Daker was just like a real-time video that was just tiny, and then you blow it up, it'd be really pixely. Here's just a reminder of John Daker. This is the video that got millions of views.
This has been a nice time for me. This year, I have made 55 years teaching in this town. So John is going to sing a song that's very popular nowadays, and it's Christ the Lord is risen today, and he's going to do Amora too, okay?
My name is John Daker. When the moon
pizza I like, a big pizza pie that's amore. What? Amore.
A little flustered.
You remember this skip at all?
Now I do. Yeah.
Exactly. It comes back to you. Yeah. So I watched all 4 hours of this, and I'm just going to show you some of my highlights. I barely even touched the surface. I just have a couple minutes here. But Daker is a regular guest on this show. The show is called Music in America, and it's hosted by Riva Unsicker, the piano player.
Great name. That name has always stuck with me. Riva Unsicker.
Unsicker. And she's a music teacher. She's a local music teacher, and the show was on for several years. All right, I'm going to show you how this particular episode with John Daker began. It begins perfectly. All right, and observe silence. This is how this episode started.
It's a grand night for singing.
Was it a perfect beginning or what?
Oh my God. I remember when the Daker video hit, I sent it to my Aunt Sue, who is a lifelong accompanist, piano accompanist in choirs and, recitals and everything. She's a piano teacher. And she thought it was so funny because she's like, Riva is a terrible accompanist. You're supposed to give a little cue, start singing now.
Yeah.
And also wait. If they get ahead, you got to go back and you're doing a little dance. But Riva just plows forward.
She plows through.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of kids on this show too. And the kids don't know how to interact at all. And it's just a train wreck. So I think I'm going to show all the intros coming up of them getting into the song. But let's watch this one more time.
It's a grand night for singing. The moon is flying
Taking the show off this
high.
way. All right, here's another one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and my name is Christopher, and I'm going to sing for you tonight. Zip-a-dee-doo-dah, zip-a-dee-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Are they in her living room?
Remember those diagonal slatted wood walls?
I don't know if this is. Yeah, this has to be public access.
Yeah.
But it just looks like somebody's living room.
Hi, my name is Greta Cook, and I go to ICC, and I was currently Miss Woodford County. When you walk.
Hello, my name is Joanne Acel. I live in Peoria, and I sing and play the piano. I would like to sing for you, He's Got the Whole World in His Hands, because the Lord Jesus Christ has the whole world in His hands.
That's why you're singing it?
That's why.
He's got the whole world
an octave
in
above.
His hands.
Here he is.
Hello, I'm John Daker, and I'm going to sing tonight.
And by the way, that's the correct spelling of John Daker.
Oh, okay, because it was H in the original.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's I did some research. That's how he spells
Alright.
his name. Yeah.
Tonight. That's the Woody Woodpecker song. He's pecking it all day long. Oh, he's a peck a few holes in the tree to see for redwoods really red. And it's nothing to him, the tiniest whim, to peck a few holes in your head. Oh, that's the Woody Woodpecker song.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Video of the year contender, and it's
it really
everywhere.
is. It really is.
Oh my
This Peoria
God.
Public access. He sings about 4 different songs, and they're all at that caliber.
I am stunned that he did the intro to Woody Woodpecker. I
Yeah.
wish David Lynch was alive to see John Daker singing the Woody Woodpecker.
There's another version that he does on a different set too. He does another one. Yeah.
Oh.
But we're gonna end the show tonight with a group sing along with Riva at the helm.
Oh,
and,
good.
Daker's in the audience, so we'll end the whole show with
I remember
that.
they sang "God Bless America." I think one time to end maybe it was on that original Real Player.
They
clip.
sing it's some patriotic song to end,
okay.
so we'll hear
All right.
that.
Ooh,
But,
good.
Couple updates on Daker. He just died a couple years ago.
Oh,
Like,
really?
he was
Okay, so
living he was in a nursing home, and I guess he had like one of his caretakers knew that he was internet famous, and so they would put up videos of him singing, and he loved it. He loved the attention.
Oh, yeah?
He loved.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Not to bring the show down, but Riva, according to urban legend, this is the TJ, the guy who sent it to me. Rumor has it that she died from being in a coma because her husband bludgeoned her with a phone receiver.
Oh, geez.
Okay, I don't know if we want to be spreading those.
Thanks
sort
so
of
much, Joe.
That's what he told me.
Urban legends on a
somebody
this
do the
public forum
podcast.
here.
Somebody do the podcast about it because
All right.
yeah.
I have a tough time believing that one, but all right, that's show us your raviolis, and we're gonna get to Skip.
All right.
Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis.
Show us your raviolis. All right, Skip, you have an intro for your segment. Let's play it, Steve.
What are we?
See it?
Hard work, isn't it?
All right.
Good. Short and sweet. Oh, sorry. I wanted to hear it again. Skip, take us home. What do you got for us?
Well, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I was charged with trying to find some things that were related to Valentine's Day. So I found two pieces. I have lots of things related to romance and relationships and dating, but I picked two that just like clicked it for me. And the first one is from a film called Special Days in February that was made in the early 50s. And mostly they talk about President's Day, or actually the two presidents' birthdays, because at the time when the film came out, they didn't celebrate them together. They actually celebrated them separately. But this little segment is about Valentine's Day.
February 14th, Valentine's Day. This is a happy time when we see many hearts, because on this day especially, we tell people we care about them. We give hearts to say we are giving our love. And
Skip, do you recognize some of these the voiceover guys? Are you like, oh, that's
yeah.
I feel like this guy does them all.
No, there's a couple of guys that do them for Cornet. Encyclopedia Britannica has one guy for the longest time. These voices do resonate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
It sounds like all of them.
Friendship.
Oh, that's the phone receiver you were talking about earlier, Joe.
That's the very receiver that was used.
So this little montage shows us how we got ripped off with our Valentines when we were kids.
Yeah, just those little ones that you had to put in everybody's box.
It's like a He-Man one, or
we give Valentines to our family.
What are we?
We send Valentines to friends and relatives who live far away.
I haven't sent a Valentine's since 1990.
And we give them to our friends who live near us. This is a special day for telling people that we
take
care.
our loved ones to lingerie shows.
So that's sweet.
That's nice. Yeah, that's adorable.
It is. Yeah.
I thought you were
like
going to show
those
some of your
old-timey Valentines. Those are fun.
I thought you were going to show some of your smut that you picked up.
Oh, some of that smut.
Yeah. But that's not the
next time. And so this next film came out. The kids in this film were my age. So this film really hits hard for me. And it was something that was shown on public television, but was also distributed to schools. It was part of this series called Self-Incorporated. And the episode's called Getting Closer. And it's about a little boy. Well, not little. I think he's probably in middle school. and him having a crush on a girl, and how it just makes his brain crazy.
Okay.
So this is some snippets from Getting Closer.
I have a feeling I'm going to identify this with this one.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, Greg, get set. Let's go. Let's get set.
You know what I think? I think that you don't like girls. Shut up.
Oh. This is like Stanley Kubrick.
Come on, Greg, move out.
There going to be any funnies here?
Seems like a folly situation.
Yeah, so far.
Oh, he's gonna fumble.
Good tackle, Greg.
Chicken. Who says I'm chicken?
Okay, who's next? Who's next? Come on, Louie.
I got a great idea. We can all go in my house and fool around and listen to records. Nobody's home. Thor, I don't think
Intense delivery.
Don Wiener?
Bonnie, as long as we're all together. I know, but what if the parents come home? Bonnie, the parents are gonna come home. It's okay, all right? Okay, let's go.
A California accent. Hey, let's go.
I just remembered something. I gotta go home and clean out my lizard cage. Oh, you can do that
If
later.
you know what I mean.
I also have to,
Is that an Urban Dictionary?
All right, I've had it with you. We'll listen to records without you.
Fine, I'll just fool around by myself. I'll show you.
Why do I always do this? I don't have to clean out my lizard cage.
It's perfectly clean.
I'm always doing this. Hey, Laura, I want to show you this new dance.
Cut it out, Louie. That's no way to dance.
Go in, kid. Go in.
Horses dancing.
Come on, Louie.
Or maybe you'd rather go clean out Greg's lizard cage. You stupid jerk!
This is at the school dance.
Toxic masculinity was around back then, huh?
They don't care if I'm dead or alive. Boy,
Oh, is he an incel? Is that what he is?
Basically.
Okay.
Fellas, hold it down.
I'm going to storm the Capitol. That's what I'll do.
Boys and girls, will you settle down, please? I have an announcement to make. Settle down, please. Thank you. We had some very bad news. Greg Kelly, who you all know, was killed on the way to the dance.
He's imagining how people would react.
To continue
We brought his body.
So why doesn't everybody pack up their things and we'll go home. The dance is over.
This is a weird one.
They don't care.
Wow. Oh, okay, you're going to end it there. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like
okay, so
ending raviolis talking about Reva's murder.
What,
wildly inappropriate.
What's the outcome though? Like, does he?
Well, so this is the thing: is like he imagines that, and then he goes to approach that girl who he likes, and his friend Louie goes in and starts talking to her and like takes her to dance, and he's like going, "Oh," and then the film ends.
What? What's
Yeah.
the lesson there?
Well, it's open ended, so
Oh,
that you're
okay.
now you have to kind of talk with your fellow students about what happened and how
Have a
it all-
discussion about
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
he should have cleaned the lizard cage or
Right.
Wow,
Right.
I liked it. It's very
Yeah,
Brian
it's really
De
good.
Palma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And by
Cool.
Brian De Palma, you mean it was like Carrie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah.
I think the fooling around and listening to records sounds like a great way to spend Valentine's
Right.
Day, though. I think that's a
Yeah.
great lesson for everybody here tonight.
And his accent, I think, was not California. I think it was Maryland.
Really?
It was filmed kind of like Northern Virginia,
Okay.
Maryland.
It kind of sounded Valley-esque to me, but yeah.
He says
interesting.
fool around.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting regional accents there.
Good collection, Skip.
Yeah, well done.
Steve, you got some jock sham action going
I got
on
a
over
sham
there?
for everyone.
All right.
It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. Boring you with a signature drawl. It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. This rap is done, now it's over to you.
So after seeing Kendrick Lamar perform at the halftime show, I said, you know what? Maybe Elvis Presto. I need to give him more of a chance. I feel like he had just as much going on in that. So I really feel like we need to unpack it. So instead of we showed last week the flub that was the magic trick, but he had the big magic trick. He had a number of smaller ones. So I'm gonna show that now, and I may stop for discussion just to get your opinions on how good these.
Skip, did you see it last week? Did you see?
I did, and so this was one of the first halftime shows, or
no, they've been doing them since before. Like they've always been doing halftime show. I saw a video of from before the Super Bowl. It was a NFL championship. I don't know whether it's AFC or NFC. It must have been the NFC. But they did one, and it was just women wearing like bunny costumes dancing. It was like, yeah,
good old days.
Yeah,
yeah.
But anyway, here is Mr. Presto to impress us all.
The NFL and Magicom Entertainment present a Super Bowl halftime extravaganza, starring at Prince of Prestidigitation, Elvis Presto.
And as a reminder to everyone who didn't watch last week, this guy essentially got the job 3 days before, was a solid gold dancer, had never done magic, not known for doing
He
magic,
wasn't a magician.
was not a magician, and never performed on stage again after this. I found that
A guy who's not a magician is doing magic at the Super Bowl
At the
halftime
Super
show.
Bowl halftime.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bebop Bamboozled.
So that's a jukebox. Obviously, nobody is in the jukebox, but wait and see.
Introduce you to the king.
So how impressed are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Joe, I'll give you this one.
Or the people in the nosebleeds are just like,
Yeah,
how
right.
did they do that?
This is my favorite one. This is kind of a magic flub.
Oh.
So he has a little bit of trouble getting this lit.
Niners 3, Bengals 3, in 3D. You never thought you'd see the moment when Don Shula would appear this way on national television.
Can I take these off now? Is it over?
I believe it is, Coach.
There's a whole new world out there, though, Bob.
Although only moments ago he said to me, show business is my life. And we'll be back after these messages from your local stations.
I mean, they even knew that
Unforgettable.
whole time. That was just absolutely,
So did he have pink eye in that?
Who?
Uh,
Oh, that's right, 'cause
Costas?
Costas had pink
Costas.
eye during the Olympics that one year.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how
he's got pink eye again.
Yeah, that's how
I
he
think
got
it
his
was
pink eye.
It was delayed because of the glasses he was wearing there.
Yeah. All right, we got
Good sham.
good sham. We got nice things. We got some nice things. To show off?
Couple. Yeah, let's do them quick. We were in San Francisco for like 12 hours for SF Sketchfest, but we made it a point to visit two guys who go by Basement Tapes on Instagram, and they collect VHS tapes too. They have a great little collection in this basement in San Francisco. Here's the fellows. It's Luca, I believe, and Mitsu, and they both, are artists, but have a great tape collection, some of which you see behind, and they just do like free screenings there. If you sign up on their Instagram, you can just go see them screen stuff. And
it was an incredible collection. They had really good stuff too. Like
they
stuff
have just this
rare stuff.
Box outside that anybody could go take a free tape. Here's just a little bit of the collection down in their basement. Also some great decor. I immediately knew we'd get along when they had this poster on the door to get out. They go to flea markets and just get a lot of crazy crap. Like this is Tracy Lord's mouse pad, but look at the logo for Star Pad. a mouse playing an electric guitar.
That's a
enjoyed-
T-shirt. That's hard to explain right there.
But then they were popping in tapes. This was a fun one we watched. Street Fighter 2. This guy,
Yep.
Tactical Defense. It was basically a bunch of bored grown men in like, I don't know, somebody's like garage doing some of these choke.
I was like, "Can you send that to us?" He's like, "We don't digitize them. We just watch. We just watch them down here in the basement." So,
well, I
yeah.
have good news. I sent them a little digitizing box and a hard drive, and they're going to dub some of their best stuff. So maybe we can do a basement tape
good.
segment on a future
Good.
show.
Good.
There's some other ones. Hands on Childbirth. Skip, that sounds like a title that'd be on one of your film canisters. You know,
Hands on childbirth.
yeah. Sudden birth was in your.
It's in the
baby.
Tron world.
Father supporting breastfeeding. Nah, it's probably innocent enough, but it seems like it could be a little bit sick. This is UFO, Joe, for the UFO collection.
Mm-hmm.
Part
Yep.
1.
Yep.
Kids talking trash.
Oh, look at that. Look
San
at that,
Francisco recycling program here.
Great
mascot.
design.
Yeah, the mascot looks good. This is signed from Jennifer, some kind of entertainer from Branson. Wedding celebrations of Lori Panic and Steve Starnes, October 22nd, 1994.
Oh, looks beautiful.
Good. Yeah. Deadly Deception, General Electric, Nuclear Weapons in Our Environment.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. Best of manatees. The best of manatees.
Only the
There's
plumpest.
worse.
They only show the plumpest.
The dopiest manatees make the cut. Hamsters. A video guide to hamster care and ownership.
$4.99. That's a steal back then.
That is, I know. Experience with an eel.
Oh, I have that on film.
You do? Oh,
yeah, that's
man.
a Moody Institute
Yeah.
of Science
Okay.
film.
I guess it got released on VHS too. I'm excited. I hope they dub that one.
It sounds like an art film or like a concept.
It's great. The main guy electrocutes his staff with an eel.
Really?
Yeah, it's real good.
Oh,
They get shocked with a.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. That sounds like a future one for our show. Lumia lights. Enjoy gently flowing, beautiful colors and imagery in a sensuous light show. That's all it took to sell a tape back in the day. They did have some adult, the Texas Dildo Masquerade, Texas Chainsaw Massacre parody that they said is actually pretty good. Like it's actually kind of a shot-for-shot parody. Whereas sometimes they just come up with the title and has nothing to do with it, which is I think was the case for Pornocchio. I don't know if there's
it's not his nose that grows.
or Skin Gump. Skin happens.
Skin happens.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Hilarious. This one we watched actually, Quantum Leap Convention '93. It was like pop this sucker in. That's the first one I want them to dub for us because they had at this convention they had one of those things like at Universal Studios where you could like be in the movie, you know. So they had a scene that they had shot with Bakula and in a diner, and you could be the waiter or waitress at the diner. They kind of told you how to react to their dialogue, and I mean that. How many of these tapes can be out there?
Wow.
But they found it. Yeah, they're just watching that. Oh, and by the way, they had this iPhone case that was Johnny Depp saying people cry not because they're weak, it's because they've been strong for too long.
Do you think he really said that?
I doubt it.
No.
Yeah. No, you don't think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we mentioned that our artist Mitsu does this. I think this is a great idea. He gave us these. These are VHS poems.
Yeah, I wish we would have thought of this.
The Untouchables.
Oh, brilliant!
That's the
So
Untouchables.
good.
It's genius. The whole book is like this.
The whole book, and like this is the second volume. I'm just opening up at random.
The
sixth
sixth
man,
man.
Goose the 10th man. What's this one say? I can't read it.
White Knights hustle a man in the uniform out of Africa. Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea.
It's a
So
great
anyway,
idea.
good dudes. Love what they're
I have
doing.
some. I have some too. By the way, at one point they're like, he goes, I don't know if maybe you shouldn't tell anybody about this. I'm going to, but from a friend of a friend of a friend who worked at an art gallery that Harmony Korine was at, there was a VHS tape of him dressed completely in body paint and sneaking into the set of the movie Blow with Johnny Depp and smoking a joint with Johnny Depp and pitching him an idea for a movie about a death metal, like a death metal movie. and he popped it in. I mean, this is like the only tape that exists of this, and so don't tell anybody that you heard
But they have it.
But they have it. Yep. Here are some of my favorites. Just a few of these. Secret World of Mormonism. I thought maybe it was like about Mormonism, but I think it's anti-Mormonism.
Okay.
Baptism for the Dead sounds pretty cool. This one, Procreation in the Wild. He's like, it's just animals humping, like every single. And I was like, is it educational or is it like is it creepy, pervy? And he's like, no, I think it's supposed to be educational, but I don't know who bought it. So. I want to see this video. Just
I was about to
hunting.
say Joe Pickett would have bought it.
Oh, definitely, definitely. What else? Oh, welcome home, wild one. So you've adopted a wild horse. Now
we have
what?
a whole collection. We have a whole shelf of just videos that start with so. You're starting the title mid-sentence.
And here's the devil has the biggest tits you ever saw. So, which
sounds like a title of a video I'll show next week for February.
Yep. So, Basement Boys.
Yeah.
I have one as well.
Oh,
okay.
What do you got?
What's your nice?
This past weekend I went to Nick's birthday. He had what's called a bag party. You show up with 5 items in your bag. You play a child's game, Cooties, and if you win, you get to select the best item from somebody else's bag, and if you lose, you got to give them theirs. And I think I got the greatest gift for all the years that I've been going there. Jason and Melinda had this one in his bag.
No
and
way!
I was able to take this home.
You got it.
I got it.
That's
put that on the mantle.
It's living right now, right behind me. You'll always see it here.
That's a big win. Paul Stark, who was the guy who said continued success when he interviewed people for the Oxygen Network, he had a bunch of good stuff in his bag because he's worked in show business for a while. I ended up with this. It's a Tony Danza. I guess you just hang this on your wall. So you might see this behind me.
Why did he have that?
He worked on the Tony Danza show.
I know, but he lives in New York, probably in a small apartment, and he still found room to hold on to that for all those years.
But one of his good things was he had Vanna White's home phone number in a sealed envelope. So somebody ended up with that at the end of the night because he had her number for something he did, a few years ago. So yeah, it was a success. Just a few birthday gifts I got from some Melindas. This is a poster, I guess, of Alf eating Thanksgiving turkey. It looks like
it's probably a cat, right?
Oh yeah, that's probably a cat carcass. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Melinda's Know Me Too Well. I don't even know who this came from. It came from like an eBay seller, but cool. Big Alf on campus. Sure. Big alien on campus. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah. So anyway, thanks for the lovely birthday gifts from all the
You're
Melindas.
still into that whole elf thing then, huh?
Yeah. So I'll be buried in an elf coffin.
That phase hasn't passed?
Phase?
Okay.
My interest stopped in 1989.
You haven't developed any new ones since then?
No, sir. Don't plan on it. And that's nice things for this week.
Those are nice things. This week for EP, we said Friday. Just a reminder, Friday for patrons, $10 and over. It's on Friday with the Price Master Masterminds. Rick and Nova are going to join us. We'll do a Q&A. You can ask questions, and we can we'll be on with them. Saturday we're doing something. We don't know what we're going to do, but Saturday we'll be on this Saturday.
Roy
morning.
Miles is joining us. He'll be back for that episode.
We have a new thing in our store.foundfootagefest.com on our Found Footage Fest website. We have so we're big fans of the movie American Movie, and the movie that he's making an American Movie is a movie called Coven, and we have Coven sweatshirts licensed by Mark Borchardt. We're splitting the proceeds with him, and
Coven is a cool movie. It's like black and white, stark winter scenes in Wisconsin. I just really love that.
Let me play a clip from it. Here's a clip from Coven. This is
Look at that shot.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack?
Yeah. No, it's a badass movie. So Brian, a Melinda, a regular watcher of VCR Party, I reached out to him. I was like, can we do something cool with this, with these hooded masked people? And he came up with this design, which I thought was pretty awesome. So when you look at it, it just looks like a design, right? It's just like, oh, it's just like that. But it's all the hooded guys looking down at your body. You're looking up at Coven.
The barren woods.
You see it? they're like looking down
Yeah.
at you. Yeah. And so we have it in sweatshirt form on our website.
Officially licensed from Mark Borchardt, and he's given it his blessing.
And we're doing a limited edition too. So
Yeah.
once they're gone, they're gone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, let me put up that's at foundfootagefest.com. So
Yep.
yeah. All right, that's an exciting piece of merch. And next week we are going to welcome on Gabe Gronley, who is a writer for Colbert and Price Master. What is it? 6 o'clock Eastern for the EP mode, Joe? They asked in the comments.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just check.
Yeah.
I'll just double check.
6 p.m. Eastern, I believe, is what we decided on.
Yep.
So
Yep. That's it.
yeah.
So yep.
Skip, what a delight to have you on.
Always
the main
happy to be
show
here.
again. Come back next month and every month and show us some fun stuff. Yeah, I like. You had a new idea that I think we're going to go with next time. Where you pitch it. What was your idea for?
So I was going to show you a bunch of film clips from films that would fit in the corners that you have in those segments that you have.
Flying windows,
maybe
bloopers?
a tedium corner.
Yes.
Maybe a deathbed vision.
Yes.
And some of those are. I felt like they could fit in multiple ones. So I have a slew of those, and
we'll fire up the graphics. We'll have them ready. You'll come on. We'll that'll be fun. Let's have you on next month.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. And of course, everybody go to AV Geeks YouTube channel and watch every day, every weekday.
So my new goal is to have by the end of March, 10,000 films online.
Impossible.
I have 9,100 now.
Oh, you're going to break a record.
Oh my God.
It's too many. It's too many. Skip. Take a few off.
Yeah.
All right. I want to end with some more John Daker. We're going to end with Riva. She comes on. Riva Unsicker. She comes on, she introduces it, and then the gang takes it away with a patriotic song. So if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Playing records and fooling around. I'm Nick.
Wait, what? You're muted.
Continued success, everyone.
Festivity,
everybody.
Festivity.
Hi, I'm having a good time tonight, and when I was 3.5 years old, it's about 3 years and 5 months, the First World War ended in Kirksville, Missouri, and I was a child that a soloist picked that night to sing America for the people in our town.
Return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
In 8.
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel. Continued success. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that.
Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Night, night.
Goodbye.
Chucky, better luck next time.
Jim's Coins in Hilldale.